Chapter 92, Single Senior Sister, Uncertain Situation, Spiritual Medicine Supplier. Unexpectedly, Han Ye's fame within the outer sect had grown to such an extent. There was a good chance that after the promotion exam this year, based on his performance in the sect's big competition, he really could make it. After seeing that Senior Sister Shen was safe and sound, Han Ye felt relieved. Senior Sister Shen's mouth was as sharp as ever. She spoke to these inner sect disciples in such a way that made them hang their heads low, wishing they could work hard on their cultivation out of sheer frustration. Junior brother Han, I heard that you encountered the demon cultivators army in Hangzhou Prefecture. I hope you are unscathed. After chastising this group of disciples, Shen Yuxiang approached Han Ye and asked softly, no major problems. Elder arrived in time, and I escaped unscathed, replied Han Ye quietly, getting a whiff of Shen's subtle fragrance. Seeing that Han Ye's cultivation level had already entered the key C, Shen Yuxiang nodded approvingly, then paused before saying, I also heard your performance this time was commendable. You led the Pure Yang Peak to win the first place and boosted the morale of our peak. Yes, we were lucky. Many rounds were by rounds. Han Ye humbly replied, luck is a part of the strength as well. Your ability to secure first place proves you have real talent. Excellent. You've brought great honor to our Pure Yang Peak, applauded Shen Yuxiang. As if recalling something, she took out a 7-leaf fire lotus from her storage ring. This item is known as the Red Lotus of Karma Flame. It contains an extremely powerful pre-heaven fire that can be used to temper the body and purify your true ki. It's a treasure prepared for you. We had a bet before, didn't we? If you won a good ranking, it'd give you a treasure. After consuming this fire lotus, you might be able to attempt to reach the state of ki cultivation perfection. Although most people don't try to reach perfection as it would consume too much time, trying wouldn't hurt. Upon seeing the fire lotus, Han Ye's eyes lit up. He didn't expect his senior sister to prepare such a precious natural treasure for him. This red lotus of karma flame he had read about in books before. It's nurtured from seeds of fire. It must grow in an extremely hot environment, flowering every 100 years, maturing every 300 years. It was indeed a natural treasure. He took the fire lotus with both hands very solemnly, promising, Senior sister, with this item, I will have more confidence in reaching the state of ki cultivation perfection. He had always planned not to rush into foundation establishment, but instead signal his readiness to pursue ki cultivation perfection. Many people get stuck before reaching perfection, unable to advance after a long time. They inadvertently have to break through to foundation establishment. But cultivators who reach perfection will see their fighting prowess and cultivation speed rise to different levels. Seeing him accept the treasure, Shen Yuxiang had a somewhat amused expression on her face as she asked, Junior brother, I heard that you were very anxious and worried about me when I was away, and even the news reached Ziwei Peak. You made quite a spectacle of yourself, didn't you? The moment Han Ye heard her suddenly bringing this up, his face slightly froze. His face turned a bit red, and he somewhat embarrassingly said, This initially, I intended to head to Ziwei Peak to practice swordsmanship. But halfway, Elder Yu informed me about the trouble our master and senior sister had encountered. I was indeed a bit anxious then. Seeing Han Ye worry about her, Shen Yuxiang seemed happy. In her eyes, Han Ye grew more likable, full of unlimited potential, a rising star, a disciple whom she watched grow up. Han Ye, come here. Shen Yuxiang drew Han Ye closer, so close that their faces were almost touching. He barely dared to breathe. In a very soft voice, Shen Yuxiang whispered, You've been in the Dragon Sparrow sect for more than a year. Haven't you found any female cultivator you fancy, someone you'd like to become a Dao companion with? Tell me, and I'll help you find her. Han Ye had not expected his senior sister to ask him this question. The first image that flashed across his mind was of a meek and dainty figure wearing a white gauze conical hat. Then he shook his head. He seems to have never really considered the issue of having a Dao companion. Firstly, when he joined the sect, he thought himself ordinary, with no necessity of having a Dao companion. Secondly, he only had the great cause of cultivating immortality in his heart, and women were pushed to the side. Now it seemed that his senior sister had brought up this issue before him. The people of cultivating immortality often have a Tao companion, or even several at the same time, as this can make the cultivation journey less monotonous. But he believes that the selection criteria for mates among cultivators are mostly about benefit. If you're weak and lack both a background and strength, who would want to be your Tao companion? I don't think I have. Senior sister, I really haven't considered it. Remembering that his senior sister was also single, Han Yi put forth a counter. Question, senior sister, as far as I know, you don't have a Tao companion either, right? It seems like you are more anxious than me. No one wants your senior sister. Shen Yuxiang sighed helplessly. How could that be possible? Han Yi suddenly remembered the reputation his senior sister had among the disciples of pure Yang Peak. Basically, everyone agreed that she was an individual to be avoided in both the inner and outer sects. She was considered a female Asura among the direct disciples of true inheritance. He paused halfway through his speech, not knowing how to comfort her. The air fell silent all of a sudden. Han Ye's mind turned quickly, and he recalled something. He hurriedly spoke up to break the accord. Silence. Master Haas returned, right? With this spirit beast I have, I should be able to petition for my title. Recalling, Shen Yuxiang said, after Master came back, he reported the situation to the sect leader, and has been in seclusion to heal his serious injuries from fighting those demon heads. You won't be able to see him for some time, but I can help you apply for your title petition.